Hey guys, it's Jess. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. I just wanted to turn on the camera. I haven't made a video kind of a while, and I just wanted to give some random updates, kind of have a mental health chat while I'm cleaning out my self-soothe basket. So as you know, if you watched previous videos, I have a huge, an overflowing basket of things that I use to self-soothe. And I want to go through this basket and make it a lot more accessible and make it a place that I go to because to be honest with you guys, I love DBT, I love dialectical behavioral therapy, and I love using the skills that I learned from being in that type of therapy. But when I'm in a crisis, I don't go to the bin. It's not the first thing that I go to. It's not even the second or third or fourth or fifth thing that I go to. I'm not very good at always using my DBT skills. I know them here, but I don't always use them. And the past week or so, I've been having trouble with dissociation and problem behaviors and just things that I want to work on to get back to where I was. This time is really hard for a lot of people with so much negativity in the news, the coronavirus, so much violence going on, and then for me personally, moving to a different state, being hours away from all of my friends and starting a new job, it's been a bit of a stressful time. And when stressful times come up, sometimes I go back to old behaviors, and it's okay, it happens, but I do want to get back on track. So today I went back to work. I have been out of work for a little bit, just a few days, trying to get back to eating and hydrating and nourishing my body, as well as having a more grasp on reality as I've been dissociating a lot. So let's try and make this self-soothe basket a place that I actually want to go to. And I think a big part of that is not making it so overwhelming. If you look here on my floor, I have all of these things. And that's a lot of skills, and that's a lot of coping tools. And it's amazing to have a lot of coping skills. But sometimes when you're already overwhelmed, you're having a panic attack, you're super anxious, you're dissociating, you want to self-harm, you're having SI, sometimes you want to just go and have a place to soothe yourself that is organized, that doesn't look like chaos. So I think I'm going to be trying to split up the bins into kind of different categories. So I'm gonna step aside right here because I actually have another bin that I'm going to use. Should have gotten this earlier. All right. So I'm working on building an organizer back there, like one of those cube organizers, but I'm not very skilled at building things like that and putting furniture together, and I broke it, so my dad has to help. So this will be an extra bin for self-soothe stuff. Right now I just have my kickball in it. I bought this because it's pretty, and yeah, it's really pretty. I like looking at it. And I also have a new toy that I got. That's not what this video is about, but I'll show you. They're called resources, and they're these interesting open-ended toys that are made out of like this recyclable material, and you can make marble runs and things like that. And I've been enjoying them, and I'm looking forward to bringing them to work for the kiddos to play with. So, all right. I think I want to separate the pile into two different things. A lot of the things I have in here are coloring books, actual books. Like this is a book about internal family systems therapy and about parts and inner child's work, but it's a light read. It has pictures in it. I have coloring books and various things like this, little journals for you to fill in answers, but that is kind of a different skill set. So I'm going to separate the different skills. So I'm going to kind of do distracting with thoughts, reading, coloring things over here. So here is another fun coloring book called the Beep Down. We all know we need that sometimes. I have this really fun book, Paint by Sticker. I was working at a camp for adolescents with autism, and one of my campers had this book. And then I went and got me one because it looks so soothing. But basically, let's see if I can find a page. Oh my goodness. So basically, you find stickers within the book. Each picture has a page of stickers, like so, and you match them up and make little cats out of the stickers. This is very good, but once again, something that you have to sit down and focus, and sometimes that is not the skill that I need. Another adult coloring book. As you can see, I'm a big fan. I actually just get these often for gifts when I'm in hospital and things like that, but these are very great resources. My cat is being a little weirdo. All right, then I have these. These are my sorting boxes. This is something that is a very good distraction. Looks like there's a bug on it. But basically, I will dump one of these out on the floor, and I will have to put back all of the pieces in the correct spots. Now, this could be a really good distress tolerance. This could be a distraction, and I think a welcomed one at that. But I think I'm going to make a distress tolerance bin for crises, like, you know, something quick that I can grab. And so I think I'm gonna put the smaller one into that really red zone, gonna self-harm, having urges bin. And this one I'm going to put into the section that has the coloring. So, let's see. What bin should be my emergency, we really need our skills bin? I think it's going to be this little bin here. So, all right, and this goes, this one is smaller, it will take less time. I will since it's smaller, like the tendency for me to get frustrated while doing this is smaller. So we're gonna put that one in here. First item. All right, so what else do I have? I have some putties, Play-Doh, and Pinch Me Therapy Putty. I love this stuff. It smells amazing. Ugh. It also feels amazing. So good. I'm going to put this into my heavy duty distress tolerance kit. So that one is also going to go in here. This is really good for me. I'm gonna put the Play-Doh into a I don't really know category because I don't really use Play-Doh anymore since getting that stuff, and I'm trying to kind of weed out all of the distress tolerance stuff I have because the overwhelming number of distress tolerance tools that I own is giving me distress. So let's put this here. All right, the next thing I have is this. This is a fun little toy that I got for Christmas from my best friend's family. Shout out to Amanda if you're watching this. This is a little magnet board. You can make designs out of the magnets. This is actually a really fun one. I'll bring this to therapy. I'll put it on my lap, and while we're digging through all of the uncomfy things, I will play with this as a distraction. Now, I don't know how this would do during a very big, intense urge time, but I'm going to go ahead and put it into this bin because it is definitely a frequently reached for item as well as this one. So we'll put those in there. All right, what else do we have? We have this. This is a little lanyard with a pusheen on it that is a zombie, and then it also has a crystal and this lanyard. Sometimes I will wear this out and about. I can squeeze my little pusheen. I can tug on my lanyard, I can have my crystal to keep all the bad juju away, and sometimes I will even clip, let's see. Sometimes I'll even clip one of these guys on here, and I'll do a little of this, and that is very satisfying. But this isn't something I would reach for while I was in distress, wanting to harm myself. This is more something that I would keep around my neck or in my purse or on my wrist if I know I'm going out into public, I'm having a very hard day, and I need something that I can kind of wear that kind of doesn't look so obvious if I'm in a grocery store or something like that. So therefore, I'm going to put that into the big bin. All right. I gotta hurry up or else this is gonna be 3 hours long. I have a pouch which has a lot of things in it. It of course has my tangles. It has another little pusheen. This one is also Halloween edition, my favorite holiday. This one is a little ghost. I think I am going to put one tangle into my main distress tolerance crisis box. So we're gonna put this one in. I love the texture of this one. So in it goes. The other ones I'm going to put into the other box because, you know, they're kind of just backup waiting to be used. This is from a hospital that I used to frequent often when I lived in New Jersey. It has all of the DBT skills on it. Now this would be a very handy thing to put in my wallet, but I'm afraid that I will lose it in my wallet, and I don't want to lose it because it has sentimental value, strangely enough. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this into the major distress tolerance kit. These are some worry dolls, and some worry dolls that I got from my therapist when I was 9 years old. I have held on to them. I have attachment issues. I get very attached to therapists, but I don't use these to self-soothe. They're kind of just a little hug from a previous therapist that I worked with for a long time in childhood. So those can go in the big box. I have various stress balls. Don't tend to gravitate towards these, but I do gravitate towards this one. This is a little pink ball. It's made for infants to play with. It is very velvety soft, and it has a good texture and a nice squeeze and resistance. I'm gonna put this one in my real crisis emergency kit. All right, then I have this bag in case I ever wanna travel anywhere with my distress tolerance, and it says, "The struggle is real, 'cause ain't that the truth." This is gonna go over here. This is something I knit. It has a marble inside. It smells like peppermint, but I don't gravitate towards it too much. It's more of a fidget that I can put in my pocket, have it, and have it be discreet. So we're gonna put that over here. This is one of my favorites. I love the noise it makes, and it gives me a lot of comfort. It is a set of rosary beads. I don't pray the rosary. I'm not Catholic, but the color, the noise, the texture, and I am a Christian, so I do appreciate the cross. This is one of my very favorites. This will go into the big guns category. All right, my robot. I love this robot. It is a baby toy. Yes, it is. Yes, I am I am nearly 27 years old, but this is really good. I'm not gonna put it into my main distress tolerance kit for big emergencies because something like this can tend to make me more dissociative and more aggravated by going like this and playing with something that is for a child. When I'm grounded, this is a perfectly fine thing to use. I enjoy using this, but not for a crisis. So we're gonna put that there. I have my baby Changelings, another baby toy that I use personally for distress tolerance. These are good sometimes. It's a fun activity to hook them all together. I can see myself hooking these all together and that being a really good distraction, paying attention to the texture, the color, things like that. So I'm gonna put this into the emergency one. that can be an activity that I can use for mindfulness. All right, I have a little stone here. That will go there. I have the Dbt Deck for clients and therapists. Haven't used this very much, but I can see that if I was in a crisis, I might shuffle the cards, I might pick one out if I didn't know what to do, and then I would get one and it would tell me. Perhaps I could do the wise mind accept skills with sensations and distract myself with healthy sensations, such as getting up and dancing to loud music, sucking on sour candy, taking a cold bath or shower, deeply inhaling peppermint to wake up my senses. Now this would be very helpful if I was having a panic attack to reach in and grab one of these cards. It's kind of like having a therapist on call without actually having to call an actual therapist and not knowing if they're going to be available. So this is going to be in the big guns bin. I have a pen, my favorite kind of pen. That's going to go in the other distress tolerance thing because there's no writing in this one. All right. I have a Tamagotchi unopened. I'm going to put this into the major distress tolerance kit because if I'm having a panic attack and I'm freaking out, you know, a new little Tamagotchi thing in here, I could start a little Tamagotchi baby, and that could take my mind off of it. Plus it's in the packaging. Ripping the packaging off could be fulfilling, and that could be helpful, and I would get a new toy to play with. I've had this for years, just haven't opened it. We're gonna put that one in there. All right, another tangle. Another bag with more things in it. This video is gonna be so long. This has beads. I have my beads in here, so I'm not gonna use that. I have a rock that says, suck it. That's not that helpful. I have my fidget cube, which I really enjoy. And I have this. Yes, it's for babies. Yes, I have a chewing stim. Yes, I have chewing urges. Yes, that's slightly embarrassing as an adult, but if I want to chew on something, I need something productive to chew on instead of like my hair or my clothes. It happens, guys. So I'm gonna put this in the major distress tolerance kit. Everything else will go into the minor one. This is a pouch. I keep it in my purse. I'm going to continue keeping it in my purse. It has a tangle, earplugs. I'm very sensitive to noise, beads, and another chew. So that will stay in my purse. And then this is a little tiny bag that I've tied in a knot that has a piece of my baby blanket in it. So I'll put that one into the distress tolerance kit that is not so like emergency crisis. Sorry, I have a piece of my own hair on my mouth. All right, so I've sorted the bin and now things are looking a lot more manageable. I can go over and grab this when I'm having a crisis and I know that it won't be too overwhelming. There's concrete things in here that can help. There's cards that can help me with skills. There's activities in here like the sorting and the links, and I think this will overall be an easier way for me to go and grab this when I am having distress that needs to be tolerated and urges, and it has just the right amount of stuff in it. If you have a distress tolerance kit, I highly recommend that you go through it and see kind of what suits you. I always recommend swapping out your distress tolerance toys, your stimming toys and things like that, so none of it gets old. And yeah, especially for your everyday carry toys. I switch my everyday carry toys out a lot. I also have a weighted lap pad. That of course would be used if I was in crisis, but that's not in here. It's actually in my car right now because on rough days I wear that thing on my lap while I drive to work. So this is good. I feel confident that the next time I have urges that I can come to this box and it won't be too overwhelming and it will suit my needs. I might also leave a note in here to go grab one of the ice packs that I stock in my fridge because ice really helps sometimes. So does the dive response. I can make a video on that if you're interested. All right, guys, I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope you are all staying safe, healthy, keeping your mind healthy, your body healthy, and remember, I love you, and we're gonna get through this together. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.